Malaysia stands to lose 2.4 billion US dollars annually in associated trade balance if the country ratifies the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership (CPTPP), which comprises 13% of its existing trade balance. Based on the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development study, Malaysia will experience a 6% surge in imports amounting to around $2.5 billion, while its exports will rise marginally by around 0.2% from CPTPP countries.
The study shows that Malaysia will not gain too much in terms of increase in its exports because the three big countries which are the part of CPTPP, your Singapore and Japan and Australia, Malaysia already has a free trade agreement. So that means there is no additional gains in terms of tariff liberalization to Malaysia in terms of its exports.
Currently, 84% of Malaysia's exports are to the CPTPP member countries, Singapore, Japan and Australia. She added that CPTPP provisions can adversely impact Malaysia's trade competitiveness in the Industry 4.0, where zero custom duties on electronic transmissions have the potential to erode all negotiated industrial tariffs. Meanwhile, for the business community, CPTPP will open doors instead for Malaysian exporters to tap into the three countries, Canada, Mexico and Peru, where Malaysia does not have any trade agreement with. According to former president of Federation of Malaysian Manufacturers, Tan Sri Yong Pokon, these three countries have a population of 186 million with gross domestic product GDP of 10 times of Malaysia.
So it is like for us signing a trade agreement with a very large group of people, a potential market for us. And Mexico especially has got very high tariffs. In other words, they have between 5 to 15%. And if it is new CPTPP, we would be able to then export our goods into Mexico duty-free.
On top of that, he said manufacturers in Mexico would also bring their molds, expertise and factories to locate in Malaysia for them to re-export their products into ASEAN countries of 600 million people. The ongoing US-China trade war has spurred interest among Chinese companies to invest in Malaysia. Deputy International Trade and Industry Minister Dr. Ong Kian Ming said this is due to the trade war and follows Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad's official visit to China last month.
Malaysia could potentially benefit in terms of being able to attract more Chinese investors to come to Malaysia as a strategic location in Southeast Asia for Chinese investors. That Chinese investments coming to Malaysia would form the largest country of destination for the fourth year in a row in 2019.
He was speaking to reporters at a press conference after chairing the 4th Joint Cooperation Council meeting of the Malaysia-China Kuantan Industrial Park MCKIP and China-Malaysia Kinju Industrial Park CMQIP earlier today. On the MCKIP, Ong said 10 projects with a total investment of 20 billion ringgit had been confirmed and expected to create 20,000 jobs, especially for those in Kuantan. The iconic Battersea Power Station redevelopment project has gained admiration from the new Malaysian High Commissioner to the United Kingdom, Datuk Muhammad Sadiq Kethagani, who sees it as another pride of Malaysia. In a statement issued by one of the entities that formed the consortium, SP Setia Berhad, Datuk Muhammad Sadiq said it is an exemplary work by a consortium of Malaysian companies that combine resources to venture investments across the globe. During his visit to the 16.8-hectare redevelopment site at central London recently, he said he was impressed with the immense effort that was going on in restoring the global icon. The commercial assets within the power station building are now directly owned by Pemodalan Nasional Berhad and EPF following an acquisition completed earlier this year, representing one of the largest real estate transactions in the UK. The power station will be open to public in 2021 and expected to insert over £20 billion into the UK economy with 20,000 new jobs. And that's a wrap for Bizworld this time around. I'm Nadia Azmi. Thank you for investing your time with us.